All right. Hey there, Uncle Dave fans. Just got back home from a run and gun trip up the Lake of the Woods. We ended up stopping at two different places. First of all, we're going to bring you Zipple Bay. And then here in another day or so, to get it all done, we're going to bring you Arneson's at Rocky Point. Zipple Bay, we actually drive ourselves out onto the ice, which was different for us. The ice was over 38 inches thick, so it wasn't like we had to worry too much about it. But we drove ourselves out first time for that, and we stayed in the houses that already had ready for us. And so we're going to bring that to you, and I'm going to give you a little how-to here on what we did. Okay, so here we go. All right, Uncle Dave fans, like I said, we just got back from the Lake of the Woods up there. We went ice fishing up there, and we had a big time. We caught northern pike, we caught walleye, sauger, no perch this time, no wheel pout. Did catch quite a few of those tupelo. Anyway, you can see how we are all set up here. Now these little guys right here, these are made out of PVC pipe. It's just like a 1.5 inch. It's really cheap to make these things. You can take them apart, you can take them with you, buy the little rod holders, and you can see it holds our ice fishing poles just really well. It's when you're sitting in the chair, it's just perfect to pick them up. And it just works out real good for us. Like I said, they're cheap to make. You can just make a few measurements there and look at them, and it's pretty easy to drill a hole, but they're pretty cheap to make. And like I said, they're really handy to have up there with you. All right, on the table in front of us here, you can see there we had assortment of lures there. The larger ones, they are the shiner eyes we had. You can see these guys right here. That's called the shiner eye. Okay, and these glow. Okay, they have a little bit of glow. We had the pinks, and we had the pink and white and the golden white, and pretty good. But during the middle of the day now, those dudes would kind of start slowing down, and you can see the little pink jig we have tied on here, and we had to go with these little tiny spoons and the smaller jigs to get them to bite. In fact, this little old jig right here is what we caught the most fish on, and it's like a 1/4 ounce or 1/16 ounce jig. We had to go really small, but it caught the biggest 19-inch walleye. It just, we didn't catch any slot fish, but we sure did catch a lot of the other ones. Northern pike, we had our stuff down actually toward the bottom there, and I was using this lure here. It's about 4 inches or so, and I was kind of jigging them in. I did catch a nice northern on that. We jigged it up, and sometimes when I jigged, they would come in, and then it would see Brenda's minnow, and this orange and gold one here, this cold color here, worked so good on those northern pike. We caught 6 northern pike while we was there. Biggest one was about 36 inches long. You'll both see it in the video. But yeah, we did pretty good. But anyway, that's what I said. We, of course, that's the variety of lures we'll try. We have a whole box full of stuff here, that we take with us, just to have a different variety of stuff. And that's just some of the stuff you need to take with you up there ice fishing. We also have our Vexilars that we take with us. We have a jump starter that I put in the car just when we drive ourselves on the ice, just to be safe. I have another package of jigs and jig heads. We have the rod holder case, and I have another little duffel bag to carry things and make it easier to stuff it all inside. But anyway, that's just some of the stuff you'll need to go up there with. Like I said, you make the little pole holders. It's a lot easier to hold them. Then you can use 2 rods up there, so while that one's sitting in the pole holder, you can jig with another one. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and God bless you. All right, Uncle Dave fan, look at this here. Brenda caught a big old 36-inch northern up there on the little old shiner and a shiner eye, and actually a shiner minnow. And baby, it was cold up there. It was minus 26 degrees when we headed out that first Monday morning. All right, here's a map of where the shacks are. We stayed in shack 97, 64, and 41.
Well, it's terrible out here. Oh no, I'm sorry. We're just playing. Beautiful. Nice road. Yep, here you go. Fishing with Uncle Dave is on the way out on the ice. Come on, let's go fishing.
All right, start off with, we're headed to the shallows in the morning. That's shack number 97. It's only about 20 feet deep there. As you can see, man, what a beautiful sunrise you get. It's just absolutely beautiful out there. Like I said, the ice is 38 inches thick. The shed was all warm. It was beautiful. We watched the sun come up, and it was just absolutely amazing. We got our stuff inside the shacks. We got our Vexilars humming. We got our minnows going right there. Old Uncle Dave gets down a dead stick and a jigging stick, and we get to fishing. You can see we're the last shack on the shallows on that side. Nobody else kind of around us any. But we was catching some good fish there. It was slow the first day, but we picked up the second day. Well, there we go, boys and girls. Another day. It's Friday. And it's warmed up a little bit. It's like 6 degrees or 7 degrees outside, and the wind's blowing out the southwest today, but you can see the walleye are still here. They're still biting pretty good, and this is the reason I'm coming to Lake of the Woods. All right, you back to fishing. Okay, slot limit on walleye on Lake of the Woods is 19.5 to 28. Anything between there goes back. So we did keep, that in there was close to 18 inches. So we got to keep him. We did, the sauger's not really a size limit on them. So we got to keep a few of those too. They taste just about as good as the walleye do as far as I'm concerned. Let's not forget about the world famous Igloo Bar. We did stop in and try our luck there for the fishing, just to say we did. These holes were enormous. I don't know, you catch a fish bigger than that, you're in trouble. But we did, like I said, we did stop in. We did fish at the Igloo Bar, and we did stop in. We had a Coke. And we see one side you don't fish on, one side you do, but what a place. Amazing thing, they can take it out and put it on the ice and let people visit and be in there. Gotta hand it to the guides up there, man. They are working hard. They're plowing new roads, moving houses, setting up, getting ready for new people to coming in, and they're staying on the fish. When me and Brenda was watching those, the sauger action stayed hot where we was at, and we was banging them. Of course, then old Brenda got a show out and catch a big old another walleye on her anniversary. It's a happy anniversary, baby. That's a good way. That's a good bucket to finish up an anniversary with, wasn't it? 42 years of fishing together. Hey, families that fish together stay together. Oh, my goodness gracious. There we go, baby. There's a nice one. Yeah, sure. That's what you come to Lake of the Woods for right there. Ooh-wee. Look at that right. Oh, look at that. Fell right out. That's what we're using. Shiner eye and the minnows. And yeah, here we go. That there's about 19 inches. We're going to measure them and see, but boys and girls, that's what you come to Lake of the Woods for right there. All right, let's get him measured up. Yeah, this old boy here measured 18.5. Perfect fish to put in a box and eat. And we did just that. And here's Brenda's big old northern, man. Right there, like I said, on that shiner eye. Next morning we get up, man, it's cold outside again. Wind chill's 35. But here we go. Does it now? We ride to hold on now. Got the bridge, look at this little crack. Oh, Lord help us. There we go. We ride. Yes, sir. All right, looks like Zipple Bay thinks of everything. They even got a little old outhouse sitting out here in the middle of nowhere, right on one of the corners. All right, back in House 97, man, the northern are still there. We put it on them. The walleye are still there. We caught a few more of those. And the good thing about Zipple Bay is you can stop right there at the lodge. You can order your breakfast a day ahead. They'll have it ready for you, hand it to you at 7 o'clock. You're out the door. All right, here we are out there. We're driving back out, and here we go. We are driving on 38 inches of ice right now. That's over 3 feet thick. You can see they got roads on top of the ice. You can see here comes the car this way. We have seen days out here where there's just lines of traffic going both ways. So this is quite a system they got set up out here. Yeah, we kind of got a chuckle on the way back in. Our Garmin sit there and showed us where we're at in the water. Well, as luck would have it, we get out there, we're fishing the first morning. Not only one of our Vexilar batteries went bad, but they both went down. So now we're going to head back into town and pick up some more Vexilar batteries. We did find out, though, that Zipple Bay does have them right there at the base. So if you run out of anything, check there first.
All right, Uncle Dave fans, on the way back into town, man, looked over in the field. We saw all these eagles. There must have been like a roadkill or something over there, but I'm telling you what, the eagles were on the ground there. They're flying in. They're in the trees by us. There probably was 35, I'd say probably to 50 eagles up and down that wood line and out there in that field. It was amazing to sit there and watch them. There was just so many of them. I don't think I've ever seen that many eagles in one spot at one time, except maybe on the Mississippi River. Got to be at least 10 eagles out there, maybe more. All right, we're back from town. We got the Vexillars working. We're back in the deep water shack. Bam, bam, we got them again. Next day we get back at 97. Bam, we get some more northern. Was just nonstop. Well, you know, it was kind of stopped. The first 2 days we had 2 days. It was really slow. We only caught like 8 fish, but the other days were pretty hot and we was hopping. So, but hey, every trip, you know, like it comes down to, you know, we got to go home. But I tell you what, get up there, man, give these guys a call, get in one of these houses, get your gear ready, get that pole down. I tell you what, you just might surprise yourselves. Okay, fans, the weather was really, really cold up there this week to start off with. And I tell you what, these fish were kind of hard to pattern out. We was kind of aggressively jigging it first, and we was watching close our Vexillar. We'd see the fish come in. But I tell you what, it seemed like the more we jigged, the more the fish would run away. So we started going to more of our dead stick and going to a much slower presentation for the walleye and the sauger. Even the northern slowed down. So we would watch our Vexillars, you know, without the electronics, I'm not sure we'd have done so well. But with electronics, we could see when the fish came in, and then we would raise our poles up just a little bit. We'd set them at a foot off the bottom on our Vexillars, and then watch for the fish to come up. Now, if you started grabbing your pole in your pole holder and raised it up a little bit, if the fish raised up with you, that's the ones that would bite. But a lot of times you didn't feel the bite. You would just kind of feel the weight. So you got to really pay attention to that pole end and pay attention to how it feels. That's why we use that braided line. You know, sometimes you'd feel the tick, but a lot of times you wouldn't. You feel that little extra weight, then set the hook and bring them on in. But like I said, we had them sitting at a foot off the bottom, and we wasn't aggressive. Now with the northern, I did get aggressive. I had that 5-inch or 4-inch big jig with a big old 1 ounce on it, nice big white trailer on it, and I'd bounce that dude off the bottom and rip it back up a foot, 2 foot, 3 foot up. You know, and that would bring those fish in because they could feel that vibration, and they know that, you know, they would bring it in for, you know, quite a ways away. And like I said, when I was jigging that one, we'd keep an eye on the ones that were sitting still. And a lot of times after I'd get done jigging and let it sit for just a minute, then one of them other poles would take off. So don't be afraid to jig when you're around there. That's going to bring that extra movement, brings those fish in. So go ahead and be a little active. But like I say, pay attention to your electronics. Now, if you're jigging too much and those fish are leaving, then switch it up. Also, if you get a lot of fish to follow it up and they're not hitting it, you need to probably downsize, maybe change colors. There's different ways to kind of get these fish to a hit, especially if they're following you and they act like they're a little bit of attracted. Okay, and that's what me and Aunt Brenda did. We kept watching these fish. We let them tell us what they wanted. We downsized to exactly what they wanted, and they wanted that pink and they wanted this mole. And they didn't want it moving a whole lot. You know, as we came up a little bit, that's when they grab it. But like I said, be patient up there with the ice fishing. Sometimes it starts out real slow. We did have 2 slow days. We didn't catch much. Like I said, we had 2 days we only caught, you know, 8 fish each. One day, 2 of those were northern. I mean, so it kind of made up for it. You know, but like I said, start out with like a foot off the bottom. And let the fish tell you. The dead stick with that little pink jig, I tell you, pretty much outperformed everything else we did this week. All right, so that's how we did it, and I hope that tip helps you out. All right, Uncle Dave fans, we hope you enjoyed that video. We really enjoyed going up there fishing. I said, just stay tuned, and here in a few days, we'll get the Arneson's Rocky Point out. We catch some really nice fish over there, too. Both these resorts are really nice. Like I said, they got good food at both places. Both places have nice accommodations. And the fishing, you know, it's up to you as far as when you drive yourself out there to catch your own fish, okay? They have the houses set in pretty much, you know, in good locations. The one house we had didn't work out so well, so we did, you know, ask for another house, and they obliged us and moved us. So just don't feel, you know, when you go up there, if you're not real comfortable, let somebody know. They're there to take care of you. That's what they do. And but we're back home now, and we're going to get this video sent out to you. God bless you, and thank you for watching.